So, of course, that does not make him old, but, that tons of experience. Not at all. Not a cricketer never gets old. So, this, and Mr. Rizwan, as you said, he doesn't need introduction, but when you say 1% man, you put 1 and all zeros. So if you remove zeros, still there is a value. But if you remove 1, there is no value. So, that kind of value he creates in all the projects and this thing. And one thing I always tell Rizwan Bhai is, trust me, what sells is your $1 million smile. And you had reiterated this in the Atlantis event once, long back. I'm talking almost 10 years now. Sir, वो कहते हैं ना कि हर साल के दिन हो 50,000, तो 1,000 में आप कितने जीरो ऐड कर सकते हैं? So, and Mr. Kamran, as our veteran on our building material board, one of the most active person in the previous board, and so as now as well, advising us on many things. So we always value this. Rizwan Bhai, I'll ask you this on the hike of property, because you have moved from not moved, upgraded your business from building material traders to development, and that is two hats you wear at the same time, and in both the industry you are champion. So on the hike of property price, with this property price on the rise due to increased building material cost, because we have seen that the shipping cost, many a times what container used to come from $800 now comes for $4,000. So this increased cost of building material, what strategies should be implemented to balance affordability for consumer while maintaining profitability in our competitive building material market?
Thank you, Mustafa Bhai. First of all, congratulate to you for again starting this BMTG group, which I personally feel is very much required with the way the business is growing across the building material region. I think we are one of the lucky and blessed people to be living in UAE, because the amount of what is happening around the world we know. So I would say thanks to the visionary leaders who has made this place such a blessing for us that we can all thrive and make ourselves successful. Talking about the building material, how we can challenge with the prices which is increasing. But frankly speaking, if you look at in the last couple of years, which I've been noticing in the building material, the prices have not gone up. I would be very honest with you, the prices of the building material in all the sectors, we are into plywood, timber, steel, hardware, sanitary, electrical. I haven't seen any increase in the last 2 years. And that could be one of the reason is because, okay, although UAE is doing very good, but the markets across the world are still struggling. When I say the big giants like USA, UK, and even India to that extent, that we don't have that sort of a buildings happening so far, and that they are the main buyers of the building material. And if that market is not that great, then the building material prices have not impacted. This is what I feel, and I'm sure everybody will agree that the last. So in the construction industry, to build the properties, I haven't faced any challenges as far as increase of the building material, and I hope it continues the same way. But yes, it can increase. But then building material also is a small factor when you consider the whole building which is to be constructed, and not every thing can go up at the same time. So far we are lucky that the prices have not impacted, and we are able to manage in the same flow. Thank you, bye.
Great. I'll move to Mr. Shyam Bhatia. Sir, you started the Alam Steel in 1979, and everybody knows him as a chairman of Alam Steel, but maybe a few of them knows that the Alam Steel has been named on his father, Alam Chand. So that is the legacy you carried in your industry. So what derived you to set up this manufacturing plant in 1979 when the construction has just begun, and what evolution you have seen in the steel industry from 79 till date?
Thank you, Dr. Mustafa. Hello. So, First of all, I'm really, as Rizwan Bhai said, thank you to Mustafa to restart this building material group. And his late father was a very good friend. But I tell you, I came in Dubai in 1965 as an insurance man, young man of 20. And that time you can imagine what was a 65. I don't know how many were born what you're sitting here today. So in insurance, I had a very good job. But I don't know what I saw in 1970, that Dubai is going to be something. So I left my job, good job, and I started a building material with some friends. I didn't have money. With some friends in the salary and the commission in 71. And first, the biggest steel we imported how much? 500 tons from Calcutta. 500 tons was the biggest shipment at the time. Rest of the history. My office was also in Murshid Bazar, Adora, very close to this hardware market where all my friends are here. I mean, I'm meeting some of friends very, very long time. Then, 1979, I started 100% my own company because I worked enough for others. Now this is the right time to start. Then we used to do every steel, plywood, timber, everything. Then we specialized in only steel business when we moved to Alcoves and Jebel Ali. And then we started cotton bend factory. That time, what the benefit was that duty came and all cotton bend factory were exempted for this duty. So that went on and all the things. We were importing from Romania, Russia. Then only focus came on Turkey. But Turkish learned how to sell the UAE market and all. And then you have seen the local mills have come. That's why I see in the competition, no prices going up. That's, as Rizwan Bhai said, this is not affecting the construction. I want to come back to our BMC, this group, BMG. First of all, we had our own group that time. Before 2002, Chamber of Commerce formed it. That was very active group. Ibrahim Rahmani was the chairman, and I was the vice chairman. And we were working very close to port authorities, Chamber of Commerce, and government. And then 2002, Mr. Ahmed Bana, His Excellency Ahmed Bana, decided to bring in a Chamber of Commerce in that. See, then again, same thing, I was again vice chairman. But I'm very glad Mustafa Bhai has again collected the people here, our members rather, to see that how we can benefit from this. The point is coming here, having a tea, coffee, meet each other, network, that's fine. But how we can benefit from this is very important. At that time, what we did, we went to the government. I'm telling you, we were struggling that time to have our warehouse spaces, which is still existing. People have warehouses, like doing a business in Dubai, having Ajman, Ras Al Khaimah, and everywhere. So we also talked to Jebel Ali people to please do something. And then they created building material city. And they give us a plots that say, okay, there are plots, there's 200 20 square meter, 30 square meter, how many you want? And they took advance from us, 150,000 dirhams for each plot. So we took a 2 something. But 2 years, 3 years, nothing happened. And then they give a advance back. So my point is, our BMG should be active to see that what are the difficulties, apart from network, what are our difficulties we are facing with the government, port, Chamber of Commerce or anything, to facilitate all the members together to try to solve the issues. That's a very important, what I feel.
Yes, very true. One of the prime objective of our building material group is a policy advocacy, and working together, understanding our and even the department and chamber, and through chamber the relevant departments are also keen to have ground reality, and ground reality can be shared by our members, and collectively we can have a voice in Dubai chamber and for this. Now Mr. Kamran bhai, you have been known as a fantastic networker and also part of the BNI, what Mr. Munish mentioned, and active in BMG. Tell me more about and educate more. What benefits have you reaped and in this networking and all these groups what you present, and how it can be beneficial in our building material group?
Thank you very much, and it has been a wonderful experience again meeting all our business friends. Networking, again, I always say we underrate this strength in our businesses. We are very busy within our own shell, within our own core of developing business. Whereas when we do networking, especially within the specific trade we are, within the area we are working, and then like the blue ocean strategy, we keep on increasing our areas. So networking actually helps you in leveling up. So business we started under whatever dream or idea or plan we had, but leveling up can only happen when you see your competitors. What we have been learned by the old school was competitor is one of our enemy. Whereas the modern study says that 80% of your meetings, of your networking with your competitors turn out to be joint ventures. So, and we see this all around our economy and our businesses. So I think networking is one of the best tools to level up. And being in Dubai, being in the paradise for businessmen, the city, we have learned this by the leadership, that leveling up is the only solution to fight inflation, fight the depression in the market, recession in the market, or whatever the words you are using. Networking and leveling up is the only solution. So that's why I believe very firmly that whenever there is an opportunity of network, we should not miss it.
Very true, Kamran bhai. I will quote, Dr. Tariq's quote that, context brings contracts. So, as you develop strong contacts, certain, the due diligence are already done. So, it becomes very easy for this thing. Moving, Kamran bhai, this demand supply narrative. Right now, because we see the projects coming in and there are materials flowing in the country, but this demand supply narrative, with the increased demand, how do you plan to meet the surplus demand for the building materials? Because I know in 2008 when our containers were in the high seas, it was sold. That type of shortage was there in the market. So and now right now with this quantum of construction going on, how do we plan this demand supply gap in this market? And along with this, I want to ask you one, because all your projects, every street we go, every rather high street we go, we find one Danube project coming in, and all ends with Z. So what is that essence of having this Z in that so Z is the last alphabet of the English language, so maybe may it be that ultimate thing what you are giving, or what? Please educate us on the both things. The demand supply, how we manage, because of the quantum of construction going on.
So this again comes back to the answer to the first question which I mentioned. Demand is in UAE is there, but not across the world. So supply is available. We don't have any problem in securing the supply. And that's the best part of it, that so far whatever we require to construct into the building material is available from the different suppliers who want to work with UAE market. So we are very sorted in that. But yes, the way building material business is going to grow in UAE, that's commendable. I mean, you can see the number of projects which is coming day by day. And that, you know, we are in the right, it cannot be a better place to be. What I have seen in the last 30 years, I'm here lesser than Mr. Shyam bhai, but 30 years what I have seen the building material industry, but the boom which is going to come in the building material industry is going to be immeasurable. So we guys have to, all of us have to be very ready and be prepared and keep innovating, keep you know, ahead of the market so that we can get that pie from whatever is happening. But trust me, this is one of the best, and this what market which is created in the real estate industry is not a boom like we have seen in the 2008, 2009. It's the real investors, since I am handling the property division, so I can tell you one thing. The people who are buying today property are the real investors who are coming in wanting to make Dubai their second home. Now that's a big thing, because they are not the flippers. And because of the escrow account, and to put your money into the escrow and pay that 4%, all the serious people who are going to come, they are going to live in Dubai. And to live in Dubai, the government mission is to double the population in the next 10 years. So this is, you know, big opportunity for all of us. And I'm really happy again. And again, I want to mention to the BMG group, especially Mustafa and Kamran bhai, to initiate this group, because all of us, if we network together, this can benefit everyone. So wonderful, again, really boss. This is the, you know, like what we had before 7-8 years ago, and compared to what this BMG group is going to achieve, if we go in the right direction, we all can benefit out of it. Coming back to the answer of why Z is there in the project, you must have, you know, if you watch the Bollywoods or the Indian television, Ekta Kapoor, you know, Ekta Kapoor, all the things, they used to start all our thing with K. Because that was a lucky number for us. But for us, Z is because the first project when we launched in the property, which was about 9 years ago, at that time I wanted to name my project as Dreams by Danube. When I went to the Chamber of Commerce to get the name Dubai Municipality, to get my name approved, and they said, no, you can't get Dreams because it is already there, a project which is Dreams. So then we brainstormed again, and we applied as DREAMZ, Dreams. The same thing, but instead of S, we put it at Dreams. And that got approved. And to my luck, that particular time the market was good, and that project was sold out within 2 months, almost 500 million dirham project. So I was very happy, like, okay, Z has helped me to sell this project. So after that, we realized that let's put Z in all the projects, and successfully all the projects have been sold out. So I'll keep continuing. Keep continuing with the Z. So that's the answer for that. Thank you so much, guys.
You know, this gives us an inspiration to find our own alphabet as well. Because, you know, A has helped Ekta Kapoor, Z has helped, you know, Rizwan bhai. So, you know, everybody has their own alphabet. So please try to search that alphabet and ponder on it and you know, anchor on it. And as Rizwan bhai rightly said that, you know, the difference between 2008 boom and current boom is that, you know, currently we are having end users. Earlier there were speculators. So, you know, they just used to flip the market. And I remember properties, you know, one property, single property used to sell 3 times in a day. Before the sweat of the check is dried, it is sold to somebody else. So, you know, that kind of crazy market, but that was a speculative market. But now, yes, you know, it's an end user market. And with the fantastic schemes coming out, and it has become affordable to those who could not dream earlier. with this all payment plans and affordability on it. So many thanks for introducing such schemes for people to have their own house in Dubai, where it was a dream only earlier.
I would recommend all of you strongly, I don't say buy Danube properties, but buy a property in Dubai, because I can see what is happening in the market. I can see the number of people from all over the world coming. So don't miss this opportunity, because the prices in Dubai is still 1/3 of the prices in London, Hong Kong, Singapore, or even Mumbai. So, and I know these prices are not going to stay forever. So in case if you guys are planning to stay here in Dubai for a longer time, look around for whatever the best property deals available in the market and secure your property, and you will benefit surely in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yes, very true, because Dubai compared to other cities of the world, around $2,000 are normal, in other cities in the good property, whereas here you can still get in 2,000 dirhams. So but yes, it is right now on an upward climb. So very soon it will go up. So before that, we should harness this opportunity. I'd like to move to Mr. Shyam. Sir, in your journey of your steel, as a steel producer, you have had a lot of global alliances and collaborations. How that has helped in scaling up the Alam Steel?
First of all, Mustafa, we are not producers of the steel. We give
Value
extra
addition.
services to the contractors, and in this give facilities, you can see the contractors. And first of all, again I said, as we say, the network, and as Kamran bhai said, everything, network is a very important, and I request and suggest we should have one gathering like this every quarter, at least. And make sure that Rizwan bhai is there, who can guide us, from the developer side, can guide us which side market is moving, which is very important. We have a lot of contractor developers, we know them, they give us news, what's happening and all. But here, you hear from horse's mouth what is happening, which is very big benefit to us. Coming back to the steel industry, I tell you earlier, as a trader, earlier, this was a benefit because we were importing from, steel prices have been never settled. It's always fluctuating, very, very fluctuating. So Turkish was dominating this market, and you book steel from Turkey, it takes you 2 months to get it. But now we have ample factories in UAE, Oman, and now price is dictated by every month. And as Rizwan bhai said, the prices are not going up because there's so much competition between this mills themselves. So another thing I tell you, the trader's role is gone now. Rizwan bhai can tell me, the trader's role in a steel business is gone. All the steel mills are coming and selling direct to developers or contractors. So, but still demand will never go down. We have always, a couple of years ago went down, but again I think we are back to 2 and 2.5 million tons a year. So this will continue. Dubai, as he said, steel will continue. There's so much mills around here, and developer can take the benefit of that.
So you have a lot of global alliances and
Yeah.
this thing, collaborations.
We have alliances in South Africa and all, and they help us to sell in other countries, third countries. Dubai have that big benefit. Sitting here, you can do third world country business, which is very, very benefit to here. So a lot of business now done. We do from buying from one country, selling to other country. Like buy sometime billets from India, selling to Europe. Or there are a lot of opportunities. We buy from Iran, sell to different countries. So that's advantage we always have here.
So that is we can say that Dubai has that essence of having acting like a springboard. What you put here can go in many countries.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So
it's a very helpful.
So we all are fortunate to be in a place where it can act as a pundit between the two countries and get that alliances done.
Absolutely.
And as you mentioned about the network, we all agree that the network is our net worth. So with that again many things of the networking can be spelled in different languages, but it all boils down to the essence of connection.
Yeah. And every member, if anybody have any suggestions, grievances, they must come up with that and try to work where this group can help them.
And sir, with this I would like to announce that Mr. Munish mentioned in his slide, but if somebody has overlooked, we have a program of October, November and December already planned. So, we will shortly announce the date and we are going to bring all the programs which are relevant to the industry and current requirement. And what are the burning issues? We are going to bring the champions of that and have a discussion. So very soon, so not on 3 months, sir, we will disturb you every month. So on this. Kamran bhai, you started from Dera and now having multiple outlets in Al-Quoz and Dera and other things. How is your, this thing on reaching out to different regions have helped you rather than, sitting from one area and distributing on and, in the current scenario?
We all know Dubai have expanded. You and I think, are from the same age. Back in 1975 when my family moved to UAE, what I remember in my school days, I think Dera Cinema, the Muraqabat, was end of Dubai. After that was, it's very far away. So gradually and in no time, Dubai have expanded. We all have witnessed, especially in past 2 decades, we have seen tremendous growth in Dubai. So to cater the customers, we have a good number of projects in south of Dubai. We have good number of renovations and projects in Dera and the north of Dubai. So having outlets all across and then networking among all the traders has helped. Again, I will say leveling up. We've got friends within our group who have got 7, 8, 10 outlets within Dubai. So that has helped us to cater the customer and go closer to the customer, and definitely it will help.
Very, very well taken, on this. And Rizwan bhai, if I can tell you, our current board, Shyam bhai, our current board, 3 of the board members have a legacy of 50 years and more. I think Mustafa bhai, Sajjad is here. He's our treasurer. He's a 3rd generation businessman. Wow. And Mustafa Fefco is also our board member. They have businesses more than 65 years in Gulf, Bahrain and Dubai. So, with this current board looks young, but we have a legacy, and with the support of Mr. Saeed, carrying the experience of chamber, helping us, shaping this, and with the building material market to move ahead. And also Mr. Munish is a dynamic businessman, as we all have heard from him. And another board member, Mr. Abdul Ghafoor is here. He has 22 outlets. So our current board is quite young, but we all carry the long legacy, and we all are your foot soldiers. So all the stalwarts of the industry shall be our as a guiding force, and we will please guide us on timely basis where we can calibrate and take things further. Moving further, Rizwan bhai, what measures you take to ensure the timely completion of the project? Because one thing what Danube is famous for, on-time delivery. And that has, given a lot of assurance. Mostly, the delay in the projects we have seen due to lack of supplies or discontinuity or change of contractor or certain things which, because it's an industry, that's why we call construction as an industry. What measures you take which will help our building material traders to calibrate themselves with their own supply, with their own customers, mainly as contractors, to have this thing that on time completion. What are your things what you ensure?
For any developer, the most important thing is to complete the project on time. And many of them fail because probably they don't have funds into the account and they are not able to pay to the contractors, so immediately the contractors delay. And finding the right contractor. For us at Danube, we are blessed because whenever we have launched a project, we were able to sell the project very fast. And the money does not come to us. We all know the money goes to the next escrow account. Earlier, the money developer could play with that money, and instead of constructing the building, he would launch another project. But right now, the money directly goes into the escrow account, so we have no control over the money but except to pay to the contractor. And the experience which we have over the last 30 years, like I'm here 30 years in Dubai, and building material, in the building material industry. So luckily the contractors, we have been dealing with them from the last 30 years. So I know which contractor is good, which contractor is bad. So we are very picky and choosy about picking our contractor. So, and if you have the good contractor and a payment to be made to him, we don't have a problem in delivering the project in time. But yes, in the coming future, finding a good contractor is going to be challenging, very, very challenging, because so many projects being announced. So that I am anticipating. Right now, I have enough contractors who wants to work with me, and they are asking me to give them the work. But I'm sure they all are going to be very, very busy with the projects which they announce. So this is going to be the biggest challenge. More than the getting the building material, finding the right contractor is going to be the biggest challenge. But hopefully we'll keep finding, and we'll have to keep paying the different extra price to the contractor to make the building happen. But this is good for everybody, because if the buildings are happening, contracts are happening, this is good for the building material division, and everybody is going to prosper in that. So thank you so much.
I don't know how many of you read between the lines. Rizwan Bhai has just spoken about an opportunity to upscale your business from building material trader to contractor. So, this is...
Actually, he's right. I missed that line. You have an opportunity to upscale your business. You don't have to be a big contractor for the full contractor. You could be doing an MEP, you could be doing any contract, electrical or any other thing which you feel can add value to your division, and can, this is a amount of projects which are happening is unbelievable. And what I have seen the map, which I have, as a property developer, we have been asked to look at the future of the map. The amount of buildings and the amount of infrastructure which is going to be built in the whole of UAE is unbelievable. Trust me, guys. This is the golden era for all of us. And it's just that we have to be geared up for this and try to capitalize and get the maximum pie, which I have always mentioned.
Thank you, Rizwan Bhai. I think, yes, I'll come back to the questions. Just one thing what Rizwan Bhai mentioned is that just pull up your socks and be ready for the future, because it's an enormous opportunity what Rizwan Bhai shared today. So whatever way we need to calibrate our business, we should do it and take it further. Please, Siddiq Bhai, please. I'll share the mic.
From last 2 years. So this price is which is not increasing from last year in certain items. In certain items, you are absolutely right. Because as Mr. Bhatia says that there is a lot of competition. So margin of the traders or margin of the manufacturers has gone down. But what is the reason? Either it is land prices, or your profitability is increased. That's for the price of the flats and the villas and the townhouses.
कौन से धंधे में जा रहे हो यार? No, you're right. Actually, land prices have gone up, to be honest, and land prices have definitely gone up because that plays a major role more than the building material prices also. So land which was available compared to a couple of years ago, has obviously gone up, and every day I'm paying more for the land which I'm buying. Like just to give you an example, we launched a project in the JVC, which this year only, I paid 50% less compared to what I'm paying now to make a new project. Land prices are definitely going up, and that is the reason I mentioned earlier that don't miss this opportunity, don't miss this boat of buying a property, because prices will go up.
Yeah, you are right. I have seen, Dubai, in this fish roundabout, it was 1 dirham per square feet.
Yes,
And now, you cannot.
In the last 6 months, I have paid 50% more for a plot which I just took a plot last year and developed and sold that property. I wanted to have another plot on that property in that area, and I had to pay almost 50% more to get another plot. So that's how the
Thank you.
property is.
Thank you.
The
very much.
outlook of this is that, earlier when the freehold was launched, it was only 40 dirham FAR was sold mostly in the international city and all. And now add 1 0 to it, I'm sure, Rizwan bhai knows better, that are the prices going on of that, plot. And certain places, even in, it's in 4 digits. So that's definitely, it has scaled up. Sir, with this tons of experience, give us one guru mantra how we can to scale up the business of all our, budding entrepreneurs and the young entrepreneurs.
I tell you one thing, which is very important. Now you heard about Rizwan bhai, about the property, house going up, and how people are benefiting with this. Other side, my experience, I like to, you people know, cautious, all our trader brothers, be careful of credit. Credit, giving to contractors, and it is, it has hurted everyone, whoever is sitting here. Nobody can say, okay, we are clear. So my point is to all my friends here, please don't get carried away that we have to give, business is very good, give a contractor, never my money come. But you will never see money back. Very important, that's number one. Number two, please have a good coordination with each other. Which contractors are not paying? Within yourself, you can make small section of traders and coordinate with each other. Who are your, don't say you disclose the prices, but disclose which contractors are not paying you. So other is careful. He is not give credit to other guy. That is my mantra to all my brother traders. Be careful of open credits. That's one way.
Very, very truly said that, in this market, we should have either of the two things with us, material or money. We should not have, material sold and with a PDC, I think everybody knows what is the full form of PDC. One of you can spell out what is full form of PDC? Post-dated check. That's what we have learned. But the actual, PDC is predetermined crime. The crime what he is going to do on that day, he is writing the date now. So, that, so either of the two things, either material or money, we should have with us. So, and of course, a bit of risk is always good in the life also, but, that should be calculative. And thank you for this Guru Mantra. And, my final question to Kamran bhai is that in the coming sessions, please, with your experience of 20 years into the board, help us in, shaping up what kind of events and topics we should bring in, which are relevant and which are, to the grassroots level of the market.
Yes, the first thing we were early talking today while networking, the topmost agenda of BMG should be to spread the word. We know that 7,500 licenses are issued under this category. So this hall, this building is not enough for those types of members. So the more we have on board, the more inter-group business we can grow. and as we say that more brains we will have to again expand our businesses beyond UAE, beyond Asia, and go towards markets which are developing right now. 2 weeks ago, we were having this event of ICC, the International Chamber of Commerce. A gentleman met me and he said that Dubai is investing in other parts of the world, especially DP World, and the projects which are happening there, how about bridging the contractors and suppliers from Dubai to those projects. So we are really blessed with such leadership who is not only thinking of country's growth as well as the people growth, the business growth. So we have that platform right now, right here. Let's increase our number, increase our strength, so that when we sit with the decision makers, we have the correct information about our trade, we have the correct or good plans about our trade. Rather than talking about what is bad happening in our market, which is very, very less in this region, we all believe that compared to countries we come from, then we should be talking about and we should be brainstorming about the plans and growth of the business. So all our events should be growth oriented, and being in Dubai, we can import from anywhere in the world and we can export to anywhere in the world. So let's explore those countries. Like while sitting in Seychelles, let me share one incident back in 97 or 98, I think. A person walked in my shop during lunch hours, at that time 1 to 4, still I think DERA is practicing 1 to 4 lunch break. So I was in the shop and he came sweating and he said, I came from Seychelles and I'm looking for safety shoes. So, and he was sweating like anything, so he had a drink, cold drink, and he relaxed in my shop and he bought around 5,000 worth of safety shoes from me and he left. Then I first time ever searched and worked on Seychelles. It's a country of 100,000 people. Yet that country is coming to Dubai for as a trade buyer. So we get customers from all over the world. All we need to do is gear up, as Rizwan bhai said, and with open arms we make sure that they should know how to approach us, and we welcome them.
Thank you. Yeah, that's an opportunity what Dubai has created for everyone. And when Kamran bhai mentioned about our strength of 7,500, the largest venue in the Dubai chamber is 700 people auditorium. The day we announce our event out of the venue of Dubai chamber, that time we can say that we have grown. So so we need to, yes, inshallah, with your blessings and your support and everybody's collective support. So with this I would like to end this panel discussion, and many thanks to Rizwan bhai, to Shyam bhai, to Kamran bhai for giving you the insights which has helped our members a lot. And I hope that everyone has something take home which will help us to calibrate and grow our business. Thank you, sir.